저희가 오늘 공연을 시비하는 셰익스피어의 희극으로 무려 사각관계를 이루는 러브라인과 정말 많은 장난, 노래가 포함된 아주 유쾌한 곡입니다. 저희 모든 배우들과 스태프들이 정말 많은 시간과 노력, 열정, 섬세한 손길 쏟아부어서 저희 완성한 아주 소중하고 즐거운 곡이니까요. 재밌다, 웃기다 싶으시면 눈치 보지 마시고 마음껏 웃어주시면 저희 긴장하고 있는 배우들에게 정말 큰 힘이 될 것 같습니다. 그럼 저희 관객 여러분의 힘찬 박수와 함께 저희 공연 시작해 보겠습니다. 즐거운 발레 해주십시오. 감사합니다.
Music, be the food of love, play on. Give me excess of it, that surfeiting the appetite may sicken and so die. The strain again, it had a dying fall. Oh, it came over my ears like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough, no more. 'Tis not so sweet now as it was before. O spirit of love, how quick and fresh art thou, that notwithstanding thy capacity receiveth as the sea. Not enters there of what validity and pitch soe'er, but falls into abatement and low price, even in a minute. So full of Shakespeare's fancy that it alone is high fantastical.
Will you go home, my lord? What curiosity heart?
Why, so I do, the noblest that I have. And when my eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. That instant was I turned into a heart, and my desires, like Velma has ever since pursued me. Hannah, what news from her?
From her family, everything is answered. The elements of 7 years hence shall not behold their face or unfulfilled. But like a poetess, she will veil walk, and all your own sedated chamber round it. I have been in Brian. All this decision of the first dead love, which she would keep fresh and lasting as I remembers.
She that had the heart of that fine frame, to pay this debt of love but to her brother. How she loved when the rich golden shaft hath killed all flocks of all fetches else that liveth her. When liver, brain, and heart, these sovereign thrones are all supplied and filled, her sweet perfections with one self-same king. Away before me, to sweet beds of flowers, love lost by rich when canopied with bowers.
After our ship did split, when you and those poor numbers saved with you hung on our dragon boat, I saw your brother, most provident in peril, bind himself to a strong mast that lived upon the sea, where like Orion on the dolphin's back, I saw him hold acquaintance with the waves as long as I can see. For saying so, there's gold. I know this gave important to my hope, or it's like speech serves for authority to electric. Knowest thou this country? I, madame, for I was bred and born, not 3 hours' travel from this very place.
Who governs here?
A noble duke in nature as a name.
What's his name?
Orsino.
Orsino. I heard my father name him. He was a bachelor.
And so is now or was so very late. For but a month ago I went from hence, and 'twas fresh you murmur as you know. What great ones do the less will prattle of, that he did seek the love of fair Olivia.
Was she?
A virtuous maid, the daughter of a count, that died some 12 months since, hence leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who also shortly died. And for whose dear lovely sake, she hath observed the sight in company of men.
Oh, that I served that lady. I might not be delivered to the world till I have made my application legal on my status.
That will be hard to compass, for she will admit no kind of dupe. No, not.
There is a fair day here in the cat. And though the nature with a virtuous world is up close in pollution, yet of thee I will believe that thou hast a mind that suits with this like fair and outward gift. I pray thee, and I'll pay thee bounteously. Conceal me well, and be my aid for such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent. I'll service thee. Thou shalt present me as a eunuch to him. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music that will allow me very worthless service. Or else may happen, to time I will commence. Only shape thou thy silence to my words.
Be you his eunuch, and your mute I'll be, where my tongue laughs, then let my eyes not see.
I thank thee. Lead me on.
What a plague means my niece to take the death of her brother, thus I'm sure carries an enemy to life.
By my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in early, right? Your cousin, my lady, takes great exception to your hours.
Why let her accept before accepted?
Aye, but you must confine yourself within the modest limits of order.
Confine? I'll confine myself no finer than I am. These clothes are good enough to drink in, and so be these puss too. And maybe not let them hang themselves in their own stripes.
The drinking and quaffing will undo you. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday, and of a foolish fact that you brought him here one night to be rewarded.
Oh, Sir Andrew ate a cheek.
Aye.
That's all a man has anything in an area.
What's that for the purpose?
Why, he has 3,000 ducats a year.
Aye, but not a year in all this stupid. He's a very full and a prodigal.
Finest and they are scoundrels and subtractors that say so of him. Who are they?
They that add, moreover, his strong nicely in your company.
With drinking held to my knees, I'll drink to her as long as there is a passage in my throat, and drink in Illyria. He's a coward and a cloister that will not drink to my knees until his brains turn on the toe like a parish cow. What went Castilian of Bogle, for here comes Sir Andrew Agaface.
Sir Toby Belch, how now, Sir Toby Belch?
Oh, sweet Sir Andrew.
Bless you, fair shrew.
And you too, sir?
Accost, Sir Andrew. Accost.
What's that?
My niece is chambermaid.
Good mistress, accost, I desire better acquaintance.
My name is Mary, sir.
Good mistress Mary, accost.
You mistake, knight. Accost is fronter, border, oar, a sailor.
By my troth, I have not undertaken in this company. Is that the meaning of accost?
Very well, gentlemen.
And thou, let pass, O Sir Andrew, what thou mightst never draw sword again.
And you so mistress, I might never restore again. Fair lady, do you think you have fools in hand?
So, I will not give by the hand.
Marry, but you shall have, and here's my hand.
Now, sir, what is free? I pray you, bring your hands to my buttered bar and then drink.
Wherefore, sweetheart, what's your metaphor?
It's dry, sir.
Why, I think so. I am not such an ass, but I can keep my hand dry. But what's your jest?
A dry jest, sir.
Are you full of them?
Aye, sir. I have them a finger's end. Mary, now let go your hand. I'm there.
Faith, I'll home tomorrow, Sir Toby. Your niece will not be seen, or if she be, it's 4 to 1 she'll never be. The count himself here, high by Uza.
She'll none of account. She'll not match above her degree, neither in estate, ears, wit nor wit. I have heard there's art, but there's life in it, man.
I was saying, my plumber.
Yay!
I am a fellow of the strangest mind in the world. I delight in masks and revels, sometimes all together.
Art thou good at these? Kick shot this night.
As any man in Illyria whatsoever he be, under the degree of my betters, and yet I'm not converted an old man.
What is thy excellence in the Galliard knight?
Faith, I can cut a caper.
And I can cut the mutton to it.
Shall we set about some rebels?
What shall we do else? Were we not born under Taurus?
Taurus, that's size and heart.
No, sir. It is legs and thighs. Let me see me caper. Ha! Higher! Ha! Ha! Excellent!
The Duke continued these favors to his youth, Cesario. You're like to be much advanced. He has only but 3 days, and already you're in what to do.
You neither fear sin nor recklessness. That you call in question the continuance of his law. Is he constant, sir, in its favors?
No, believe me.
I thank thee. But here comes the count.
Who saw Cesario Ho?
On your attendance, my lord.
Here, stand you all aloof. Cesario, thou knowest no less than all. I will pass to thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her, be not denied access. Stand at your door, and tell them there that fixed foot shall grow till thou have audience.
Sure, my good lord. If she be so abandoned to her sorrows and his stroke, she never will admit me.
Be clamorous and leave all civil bounds rather than make unprofited returns.
Say I speak with her, my lord. What then?
Oh, then, I'm full of passion of my love. Surprise her with discourse of my dear faith. It shall become thee well to act my woes. She will attend better in thy youth than in Menuncio's more grave aspect.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it, for they shall yet belie thy happy ears that say thou art a man. Diana's lip is not more smooth and melodious, and thy small pipe is as the maiden's organ, shrill and sound, and all is semblance of a woman's part. I know thy constellation is right after this affair. So forthright attend them, all of you will, for I myself am best when least in company. Prosper on this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord to call his fortunes thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Where, ooh, myself to be his wife. Nay, either tell me what thou hast been, or I will not open nothing so wide as the first time I enter the way of thy excuse. My lady will hang thee for thy absence.
Let you hang me. I have thee them to fear.
Here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely, your best.
Wit, and be thou well, good be the good fool. And those wits that think they have me do very oft prove fools, and I that am sure I like thee may pass for a wise man. For what doth come out was better witty fool than a foolish wit. God bless thee, lady!
Take the fool away.
Do not hear, fellows, take away the lady.
Go to. You're a dry fool. I'll know more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
Two faults, madame, and drink and good counsel will amend. For when gives the drop will drink, then is a fool not dry. If the dishonest man mend himself, if he mend, he's no longer dishonest. If he cannot let the fortune mend him, anything that is mended is with patch. Virtue that transgresses is with patched with sin, and sin that mends is with patched with virtue. If this simple syllogism will serve, so. If not, what remedy? As there is no true couple but calamities of beauty and of power, the lady bad take away the fool, therefore I say again,
marvel, your ladyship, to be so light and such a barren rascal. I saw him put down the other day with an ordinary fool that has no more brain than a stone. Well, look you now, he's out of his guard already. Unless you have a miniature occasion to it, he is gagged. I protest I take these wise men that trap so at these set kind of fools no better than the fool's zanies. Oh, you are sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste with a distempered appetite. To be generous, guiltless, and a free disposition is to take those things for bird bolts that you deem cannon bullets. There is no slander in a loud fool, though he do nothing but rail, nor no railing in a known discreet man, though he do nothing but reprove.
Now, Mercury, do thee with pleasing, for thou speakest well with fools.
Madame, there is at the gate a young gentleman much desires to speak with you.
From the Camersino, is it?
I know, madame, it is a fair young man and well attended.
Who of my people holds him in delay?
Sir Toby, madame, your kinsman.
Oh, fetch him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madmen. Fie on him. Go, you Malvolio, think thee a suit from the Count, I am sick, or that tone which will to dismiss it. Now you see, sir, how your fooling grows old and people dislike it.
Thou hast spoke first, Madonna, as if thy eldest son should be a fool who scold you frown with brains. All for here he comes, one of thy kin has a most weak high imagine.
By my honor, half drunk. What is out the gate, cousin?
A gentleman.
A gentleman? What gentleman?
Is a gentleman here. Oh, pray go thee, spickled herring. Now, sir, just throw me.
Cousin, how have you come so early by this lethargy?
Lechery? I defy lechery. There's one at the gate.
Mary, what is he?
Let him be the devil, and he will. I care not. Give me faith, say I will. It's all one.
What's a drunken man like, fool?
Drunk man and the fool and the bad man. One drop of the heat makes him a fool. The second bats him. The third drowns him.
Go thou and seek the counter, and let him sit of my cards. For he's in the third degree of drink, he's drowned. Go look out for him.
He's been mad yet, Madonna, by a fool should look to the madman.
Young fellow swears he will speak with you. But I told him you were sick. He takes on it to understand so much, and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems to have a poor knowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady? He is fortified against any denial. Tell him he shall not speak with me. He has been told so, and he says he'll stand at your door like a tree's post and be the reporter to a bench, but he'll speak with you. What kind of man is he? Why, of mankind. Of what manner of man? Of very ill manner. He'll speak with you when you know. Of what personage in years is he? Not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy, as a squash is before it is a pea stalk, or a codling when it is almost an apple, and his weapon is standing water between boy and man. He is very well favored and speaks very shrewishly. One might think his mother's no for scars out of him. Let's him approach. Call him my gentlewoman. Gentlewoman, my lady calls. Give me my veil. Throw it over my face. Will once more hear our sinner's embassy? The honorable lady of the house, which is she? Speak to me, I will answer for her. You will? Most radiant, exquisite, and imaginable beauty. I pray you, tell me if this be the lady of the house where I never saw her. Are you the lady of the house? If I usurp myself, I am.
No certain. If you or she do usurp yourself, or what is yours to be said, it's not yours to reserve. But this is from my commission. I will only be speech in your praise and then show you the heart of my message.
Come to what is important in it. I forgive the praise. Speak your office.
It alone concerns your ear. I bring no mature war, no taxation of homage. I hold your land in my hands. My words are as full of peace as never.
Yet you began rudely. What are you? What would you?
The rudeness that has appeared to me, have I learned from my entertainment. What I am and what I would are a secret that's made in hands. To your ears, divinity. To any others, profanation.
Give us the place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady.
A comfortable doctrine and much may be said. Where lies your text?
And I see no bosom.
In his bosom. In the chapter of his bosom.
To answer by your method in the verse of his heart.
Oh, I've read it to this heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good, madame. Let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? Oh, you are now out of your text. But we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir, such a one I was is present. It is not well done.
Excellently done. It's got it all.
'Tis ingrained, sir, to lend your wind and weather.
This beauty truly blends, whose runaway nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive. If you lead disgraces to the grave and leave the word no copy.
Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give outsiders schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventoried, and every particle and utensil labeled to my well as item 2 lips in different red, item 2 gray eyes with lids to them, item 1 neck, 1 chin, so forth. Oh, were you sent hither to praise me?
I see what you are. You're too proud. But if you're the devil, you are fair. And Lord and Master loves you. How such love could be but recompense, though you're crowned an unparalleled of beauty.
How does he love me?
With adorations, fertile tears, with thrones that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. Yet I suppose him virtuous, know him noble, and in dimension and the shape of nature, a gracious person, but yet I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I will find no sense. I will not understand.
Why, what would you?
Make me your will cabinet at your gates, and call upon myself within the house for loyal cantons of content and love, and sing them loud in the dead of night. Halloo your name to the reverberate hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! You should know rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, you may say this well. I am a gentleman.
Gaze, dear lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more, unless, perchance, you come to me again to tell me how he takes it. Fare thee well. I thank you for your pains. Spend this for me.
I have no fee, pulse, lady. Keep your purse. My master, let myself like to recompense. Love, make his heart to flint and you shall love. And let your fervor, like my master's, be placed in content. Farewell, farewell cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state is well, I'm a gentleman. Oh, this swan thou art, thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions, and spirits, do give thee fivefold blazon. Not too fast. Soft, soft. Unless the master were the men. How now even so quickly they would catch the plague. imperfections, within is visible and subtle stuff to creep in at mine eyes. Well, let be. Well, Magnolia!
Here, madame, for service.
Run after that same peevishness to the county's men. He left this ring behind him. Would I or not tell him all none of it? Desire him not to flatter with his lord, nor hold him up with hopes. I am not for him. If that youth will come this way tomorrow, I'll give him reasons for it. I can't even Malvolio.
But madame, I will.
I know what. And fear to find mine eye too great a flatter for my mind. Fate shall by force ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be, and be the so. Will you stay no longer, nor will you not that I go with you?
By your patience, no. My stars shine dark over me. The moliness you, my fate, might perhaps be sent for yours. And therefore, I shall curb you, your lead, that I may bear my evils alone. Your vow recompense for your love to lay any of them on you.
Let me get to know of you, whither
You abound. No, sir. My determinate voyage is mere surveillancy. But on perceiving you, so excellent, a touch of audacity, that you will not extort from me what I will to give you. Therefore, it charges me in manners the rather to express myself. You must know me, Anton. My name is Sebastian, which I call Rodrigo. My father was Sebastian Messalin, whom I know you have heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both one in an hour. If the heavens had been pleased, would we have surrendered, but you, sir, altered that. For somehow reported to me from the breach of the sea was my Caesar gone.
Alas the day.
A lady, sir. Though it was that she much resembled me, was yet of many account beautiful. But though I could not with such extreme wonder over believe that, yet thus far I'll wholly polish her. She bore her mind that envy could not but cold fair. She is drowned already, sir, with salt water. Though I seem to drown her remembrance again with more.
Pardon me, sir. You're bad,
Good Antonio, forgive me a trouble.
If you will not murder me for my love, then let me be your servant.
If you will not only what you have done, that is, kill him whom you have recovered, desire not. Verily well once, my bosom is full of kindness, and I am yet so near the manner of a mother, that upon the least occasion more. Mine eyes will tell tales of mine. I am bound to Count Orsino's court. Farewell.
The gentleness of all the gods go with me. I have many enemies in Orsino's court. But come what may, I do adore thee so, that danger shall seem sport, and I shall go. Even now, sir, on the monarch facing Cyrus arrived but hither.
She returns this ring to you, sir. She might have saved me my pain, so I'll take it into yourself. She adds, moreover, that you should put your lord into a desperate assurance shall not win. And one thing more, that you be never so hardy to come again in his affairs, so lets it be to report your lord's taking of this. Receive it, so?
She took the ring of me, I'll none of it.
Come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her, and her will if it should be so returned. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies in your eye. If not, be it disappointed.
Alas, no ring. What means to this thing? Fortune for it, then, my ass, I have not hardware. She may good view. Indeed, so much. The methought her eyes had lost her tongue before she did speak since stars distracted me. Oh, what should all to be sure? The cunning of her passion invites me in this truest messenger. None of my lords reign. Why, he sent her none. I am the man. Who is this? Poor lady, she was better love a dream. How will this match? Her master loves her dearly, and I, a monster, found this much in him, and she mistaken seems to dote of me. What will become of this? As I'm a man, my state is desperate for my master's love, and as I'm a woman, now alas to say, what dripless tie shall Olivia breathe? Time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard enough for me to untie.
Approach, stranger, not to be a bed after midnight is to be a beat times, and a little closer, jerk, thou knowest.
Nay, by my troth, I know not, but I know to be of late is to be of late.
A false conclusion. I hate it as an unfilled can. To be up late after midnight and to go to bed then is early. So that to go to bed after midnight is to go to bed beat times. Does not our lives consist of the 4 elements?
Hey, so they say, but I think it rather consists of eating and drinking.
They are the scholar. Let us therefore eat and drink. For I say a still wine.
When it comes to foolish faith,
How now, my heart? Did you never see the picture of B3?
Welcome, mouse. Now let's have a catch.
by my troth, the fool has an excellent breast. I had rather than 40 shillings buy out such a lag and so sweet a breast to sing as the fool has.
Come on, here's a 6pence for you. Let's have a song.
There's a tester of me too.
Would you love song or the love delight?
Love song, a love song.
I care not for good life.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Stay and hear your true love's coming. That can sing both Trip no further, pray, peace beating. Journeys end in lovers meeting. Everyone has
Excellent, good, eh?
What is love? Does not hereafter. Present mirth and present laughter. What's to come is clear and sure. In the play there lies no empty. Then come kiss me, I am ready. Eat the stuff will
A
come.
mellifluous voice as I tonight,
A contagious bread.
very sweet and contagious if they. Let our catch be thou knave.
Hold thy peace, thou knave! That? I have been constrained to call thee name. Like,
Tis not the first time I have constrained one to call me knave. Begin, fool, it begins, hold thy peace.
I shall never begin if I hold my peace.
Good, if they. Come, begin.
Hold thy peace, I pray thee, hold thy peace.
Thou knave, thou knave, thou knave, thou knave, thou knave, thou knave, thou knave,
What are you willing to keep here? If my lady had not pulled up her sword, my folio, and didn't turn you out of doors, never trust me?
My lady think at me, and we are politicians. My folio is a Peggy Ramsey, and 3 merry men be we. Am not a consequence, am I not of her blood? Tell you, valley lady, there goes men in base on me.
I can as well never give it its penance, and so do I too. It doesn't that that's a grace, but I do it more natural.
Oh, tell me the December!
Oh. My masters. Are you mad? Or what are you?
nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself and your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. And if not, I will please you to take leave of her. She is very willing to bid you farewell.
Farewell, dear hearts, as I must leave thee gone. Night shines, baby, almost died. But I'll never die. You'll be there,
This is my tribute to you.
shall I ride and go?
What have you do?
Shall I ride and go and spare not? You dare not. Out of tune, Surrey and I art any more than a steward. Dost thou think thou art so virtuous? Go, sir, rubber chain the crumbs. A sip of wine, Maria.
Mistress Mary, if you prize my lady's favor as anything more than contempt, you would not give me to this uncivil rule. She shall know it by its hand.
Go shake your gears. You're as good a deed as a drink when the men are hungry, to challenge him to field and then to break promise with him and make a fool of him.
So it like our idea challenge, or I'll deliver thy indignation to him by word of mouth.
Sweet Sir Tommy, be patient for tonight. Since the youth of the count was today with my lady, she's much out of part. For Monsieur Mavolio, let me alone with you. If I do not call him into a word and make him a common action, do not think I would not to legislate him in that. I know I can do it.
Possess us. Tell us something of him.
Matter, sir, sometimes he's a kind of Puritan.
Oh, if I thought that I'd beat him like a dog.
Was for being a Puritan, thy restricted reason, dear knight.
I have no exquisite reason for it, but I have reason good enough.
The devil of Puritan that he is, or anything constantly by the time pleasing, an affection as that constantly of books and utterances by great swan, the best persuaded of himself, so crowned as he thinks with excellences, that is his crown of face that will look on him, love him, and on the fighting will my revenge find notable cause to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drag in his ways an austere absence of love, wherein by the color of his beard, the shape of his leg, the expression of his eye, or the complexion, he shall find himself most still and MacPherson. I can write very much like my lady in this, one for to met, so we can hardly make distinction of each other.
Excellent. I still advise.
I have been my nose too.
He shall think by the letter that thou wilt draw that they come from my knees and that she's in love with him.
My proposed is indeed a horse of the color.
And you, of course, now would make him an ass.
As I doubt not,
Oh, it will be admirable.
sport the royal award you, I know my physical whirlwind. I'll bend you two, and let the fool make a third will, he shall find a letter. Observe his construction of it. For this time, to bed and dream of leaving. Farewell.
Good night, Penthesilea.
Before me, she's a good wench.
She's a beagle true bred and one that adores me. What know that?
Oh, the Lord ones too.
Blessed that night, thou hast me send for more money.
If I cannot recover your needs, I am a far way out.
Send for money, knight. If thou hast heard nothing to the end, call me cut.
If I do not, never trust me. Take it, I will.
Come. I will rest and say, 'tis too late to go to bed now. Come, knight.
Give me some music. Now, tomorrow, friends. Now, good Caesarea. But that piece of song, that old and antique song we had last night, you thought it did relieve my passion much, more than the light airs and recollected terms of these most brisk and giddy paced times. Come, go on verse.
He is not here, so please, your lordship, such singers.
Who was it?
That's the jester, my lord. They told that the lady will his father too much delay. Oh, he is about the house.
Seek him out, and play the tune the while. Come hither, boy. If ever thou shalt love, in the sweet pains of it remember me. For such as I am, all true lovers are, unstained and skittish, in all motions else, save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. How dost thou like this tune?
It gives a very echo to the seat where love is thrown.
Thou dost speak masterly. Why laugh upon it? Thou know thou art. thine eyesight stays upon some favor that once had the not good.
Little by your favor.
What kind of woman is it?
Your complexion.
She is not worthy then. What years of thee?
About your age, rather.
Too old, by heaven. Let still the woman take an elder than herself. So where is she tuned, so sweet she level in her husband's heart. For boy, however we do praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, more longing, wavering, sooner lost than won than women's are. I think it well, my lord. Then let their love be younger than thyself, for thy affection cannot hold them back. For women are as roses, whose spirit flower being once displayed, doth fall that very hour.
And so they are. Alas, that they are so. Should I do a native perfection wrong?
Oh, well, come. That song we heard last night. Marcus Cesario, it is old and plain, and the spinsters and the knitters in the sun, and the free maids that weave their thread with bows do use to chant it. It is silly soothe and dallies with the innocence of love, like the old age.
Are you ready, sir?
Aye, prithee sing.
Come away, death, and in sad cypress let me be laid.
My boy,
Lie away,
this tune is right out.
lie away,
Here.
I am slain by
You shall be my dear.
blue vein. My shoulder white, the golden blues. Oh, prepaid my heart of death, no one so truly shared. Not a flower sweet, on my black coffin let fairies bloom. Not a friend grieve, my poor corpse where my bones shall be thrown. A thousand sighs to say, lady, oh, where's that true lover never find my grave to weep?
There's for thy pains.
No thanks, sir. I take pleasure in singing.
I'll pay thy pleasure then.
Truly, sir, and pleasure will be paid one time or another.
Give me leave now to leave thee.
Now the melancholy God protect thee, and a truly great friend doublet of changeable confidant, for thy mind is a very opal. Out of men of such constancy to the sea, that their innocence is everything, and their intent everywhere. For that's it that always makes a good voyage of nothing. Farewell.
Let all the rest give place. Once more, Cesario. Get thee to yon same sovereign cruelty, and tell her my love more noble than the world. Prizes not quantity of dirty lands. The prize that fortune hath bestowed upon her, tell her I hold as giddily as fortune. But 'tis the miracle of queen of gems that nature pranks her in, attracts my soul.
But if she cannot love
I
you,
cannot be so answered.
soon, but you must. Say to some lady, as perhaps there is, has for your love as great a pan of heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her. You tell her, sir, was she not done yet?
There's no woman's side can ride a beating so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart so big to hold so much. They lack retention. Alas, their love may be called appetite. No motion of the liver, but of the palate, that suffers surfeit, climate, and revolt. But mine is all as hungry as the sea, and can digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me, and that I owe Olivia.
I know.
How dost thou know?
Too well one love mention now, Mayo. In faith, we are as true of hearts. My father had a daughter loved a man, as it might be, perhaps, were I a woman. I should, your worship.
And what is her history?
Blank, my lord. She never told her love. And the concealment, like wormwood about the feet on her pronounced cheek. She pined in thought, that with a green and yellow man will come. She set like patience on the monument, smiling quick. Was not this love indeed? Me man may say more,
swear me. But indeed, our struggles are much more than a little. For still we proved much in our vows, but little in our love. But die thy sister for love, my boy. I am all the daughters of my father's daughters, and all the brothers too. Yet I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady? Aye, blessed be, to her in haste, and give her this jewel. Tell her my love can give no place, by no delay.
Come thy way, sit near Fabian.
Hey, Alphonse, if I lose a scruple of this sport, let me be boiled to death with melancholy.
Was thou not to be glad to have niggardly, rascally sheep-biter come by some notable shame?
I would exult, man, if you pulled me out of favor with my lady about a bear baiting here.
To anger him, we'll have the bear again, and we'll fool him black and blue. Shall we not, Sir Andrew?
And we do not, it is pity of our lives.
Here comes the little villain. How long, my vessel of India?
Get all three to box you. Now, boy is coming down this walk. He's been young and the sun, practicing behavior to his own shadow this half hour. Observing for the love of mockery, for I know this letter will make a contempt of the killer. Clothes in a new dressing. Lay down there, for here comes a trap that must be caught and tickled.
Tis but fortune, all is fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me, and I have heard herself come thus near that should she fancy it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on it?
Here's a no more meaning grown little peace. Contemplation makes a rare turkey compliment. How many jets under this vast moon's
Why, my cousin, big the word. Peace, I say.
To me, Count Malvolio.
Oh, rogue! Pistol, peace.
I mean, there's example for it. The lady of the street she married the yeoman of the wardrobe.
Why, Elizabeth?
Peace, now we speak Lynn. Look at my Patricia Bolton.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state,
first stone mounted in the eye.
calling my officers about me, in my French velvet gown,
Having come from a daybed where I left Olivia asleep.
Fire and brimstone.
and then to have the humor of state, and after a demure trouble of regard, telling them I know my place as I would they should do theirs, to ask for my kinsman, Toby.
Boast and shackles. Oh, peace.
Now, said of my people, with an obedient start, make out for it. I frowned a while, perchance let of my watch, or play with my, summer's jewel. Toby approaches, curtsies there to me.
Shall this fellow live nor silence? We draw from us with force and peace.
I extend my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard and control,
And does not Toby take your blow instant?
saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me on your niece, give me this prerogative of speech.
What?
That you must amend your drunkenness.
Our scantly patience to refrain the cities of our plot.
And besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
That's me, I worry.
One Sir Andrew. I knew it was I, for many to call me fool. What employment have we here?
Now is the look of near the gin.
Peace, and the spirit of humor is intimate for you to allow to him.
the number soldiers. No man must know. His fish should be thee, Malvolio, very handiwork. I may command where I adore, but silence, like a decreased knife, with bloodless stroke my heart doth roar. M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
And so the wind say I.
M-O-A-I doth sway my life. Nay, first let me see. Let me see.
What did your voice in the suggestion?
And with what wing does the young ship set?
I may command where I adore. Why? She may command me. I serve her, she is my lady. Why, this is evident to any form of capacity. There's no obstruction in this. And at the end, what should the alphabetical position portend? If I could make her resemble something in me. Something? M-O-A-I.
I make up that he's now the coaxing.
Souter will cry upon the follow this, there will be as rank as a fox.
Malvolio! And why that begins my name?
Did not I say you worked it out? The curve is excellent at once.
And but then there's no consolency of a sequel that suffers under probation. A shall follow what O does.
And oh, who shall end that? No.
Aye, or I'll cudgel him and make him cry.
O M-O-A-I. And the simulation is not as a former, and yet to crush this a little about to me, for every one of these letters are in my name. Soft, your false prose. If this fall into thy hand, revolve. My stars I'm above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Thy fates open their hands. Let thy blood and spirit embrace them, and to inure thyself to what thou art like to be, cast thy humble slough and appear fresh. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants. Let thy tongue tell arguments of state. Put thyself into the trick of singularity. Shebus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wish to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say, remember. Go to, thou art made, if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still, a fellow of servants, and not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, she that would offer services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. Daylight and champagne, discovers not more. This is open, and I will be proud. I will read poetic authors. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will wash up gross acquaintance. I will be point devise the very man. I thought not full of myself to let imagination jade me, for every reason excites to this, that my lady loves me. She did commend my yellow stockings of late. She did praise my leg being cross-gartered, and in this she manifests herself to my love, and with a kind of injunction drives me to these acts of her liking. I thank my stars, I am happy. I will be strange, stout, in yellow stockings and cross-gartered, even with the swiftness of putting on. Jove and my stars be praised. Here's a postscript. Thou canst not choose, but know who I am. If thou wilt taste my love, let it appear in thy smiling, and thy smiles become thee well. Therefore, in my presence still smile, dear my sweet, I prithee. Jove, I thank thee. I will smile. I'll do everything that thou wilt tell me.
I will not give my part of this work for a pension of thousands to be paid for the Sophie.
I could marry this witch for this device. So would I, too. And ask no other dowry but such another jest. Nor I neither.
Here comes my noble bell-catcher.
Wilt thou put thy foot on my neck? Or mine either? Shall I claim my freedom and trade to and become thy bond slave? If they, or I either? Why, thou hast put him in such a dream that, if image of the thee like an alphabet with a midwife.
If you listen to the words of the sport, mark his first approach before rallying. He will counter in yellow stocking and to the color that she wears and a proscarted of fashion that she detests. And he'll smile upon her, which will be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to melancholy as she is, that he cannot but turn it into a notable concept. If he was it, follow me.
To the gates of Tartar, thou must developments.
I would like one too.
So different than my music. Dost thou live by thy life? No, sir. I live by the church.
Are thou a churchman?
No such matter, sir. I do live by the church, for I do live at my house, and my house does stand by the church.
And you may say that king lies by beggar, the beggar goes near. Or church stands by a life, the life stands by the church.
You have said, sir, to see this age. I said this is but the shovel about to with wit. How quickly the wrong side may be turned outwards.
Nay, that's certain. He did that very nicely with words, when quickly make them wanton. Or not thou Lady Olivia's fool?
No, indeed, sir. The Lady Olivia has no folly. She will keep no fool, sir, till she be married. And husbands are like fools, as pilchers are to herrings. The husband, the beggar. I'm not a neither fool, but a corrupter of words.
I saw thee late to come for sinners.
Foolery, sir, does walk about the old man the sun. It shines everywhere. I'm sorry, sir, but the fool should be as often your master as with my mistress. I think I saw your wisdom.
Nay, when thou pass upon me, I'll no more with thee. Hold, there is half my cup.
Now, Joe, with this next commodity of pears, let me appear.
By my troth, I'll tell thee, I'm almost sick for one.
Though I will not have grown a chin.
Is thy lady with it?
My lady is within, sir. I will cast it to the when she come. We are, and what you will, are out of my budget. I might say element, but the word is overworn.
This fellow is wise enough to play the fool, and to do that fool craves a kind of wit. He must observe their rude and gloomy checks. Quality of persons, the time, and like the haggard, checks at every feather that comes before his eye. He must, this is a practice as full of labor as wise men signs. Folly, he wisely shows his feet, but wise men, folly's known, hiding their wits. Most excellent accomplished lady, the heavens rain honors on me. My matter had no voice lady, but to your own most pregnant and vouchsafed ear.
Let the garden door be shut, and leave me to my hearing. Give me your hand, sir.
My duty and most humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant, sir. 'Twas never a merry world, since lowly feigning was called compliment. Your servant to become her sin of youth,
And he's yours, and he must needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madame.
For him I think not on him. For his thoughts, would they were blanks, rather than filled with me.
Madame, I come to wet your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
By your leave, I pray you, I bade you never speak again of him. But would you undertake another suit, I would rather hear you to solicit that than music from the spheres.
Dear lady,
Give me leave, I beseech you. I did send, after the last enchantment you did here, a ring in chase of you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear me you. Under your hard construction must I sit, to force that on you a cheapo cunning which you knew none of yours. What might you think? Have you not set my honor at stake, and invaded it with all the unmuddled thoughts that tyrant's heart can think? To one of your receiving enough is shown a cypress, not a bosom hides my heart, so let me hear you speak.
I pity you.
It's a degree to love.
No, not a prize, for 'tis a burger proof the very obligate enemies.
Why then, methinks 'tis time to smile again. the wolf. The clock upbraids me with the waste of time. Be not afraid, good youth, I will not have you, and yet, when wits and youth is come to harvest, your wife is like to reap a proper man. There lies your way due west.
That was her hope. Grace and good disposition attends your ladyship. You must be madam to my lord by me.
Stay, I prithee tell me what thou thinkst of me.
That you do think you are not what you are.
If I think so, I think the same of you.
Then thank you right. I'm not what I am.
I would you were as I would have you be.
Something better, madam, than I am. I wish I would, for now I'm your fool.
What a deal of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt and anger of his lip. A murderous guilt shows not itself more soon than love that would seem hid. Love's right as you. Cesaria, by the roses of the spring, by maidhood, honor, truth and everything, I love thee. Still a mocker of thy pride, nor wits nor reasons can my passion hide. Do not extort thy reasons from this clause, for then wilt thou therefore hast no cause, but rather reasons thus with reason better. Love sought is good, but given unsought to spare.
My innocence, I swear, and by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, one truth, that no woman has, nor never none shall lift her feel it, save I alone. So adieu, good madam. Never, Lord, will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet come again, for love perhaps may smooth that heart, which now I force to like his love.
No, faith, I'll not stay just longer.
Thy reason, dear friend, give thy reason.
Must needs yield your reason, Sir Andrew.
Mary, I saw your needs still were favors to the Count serving London never shook his thought upon me. I saw it in the orchard.
Did she see thee, the wild boy? Tell me that.
As plain as I see you now.
This was a great argument of love and her towards you.
Slight, will you make an ass of me?
I'll prove it legitimate, sir, upon the oaths of judgment and reason.
And they have been grand driven since before the Noah was a sailor.
Did you favor to be used in your sight only to exasperate you, to awake your dormouse valor, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver? You should then have accosted her, and with some excellent jest, fire you from the mint. You should have banged you with the Douglas. This was looked for at your hand, and this was bold. The double guilt of this opportunity till the time was short, and you are now sailed into the north of my lady's opinion, where you will hang like an icicle on some Dutchman's spear, unless you do redeem it by some notable attempt, either valor or policy.
Aren't be any way, it must be with valor, for policy I hate. I'd as lief be a brownist as a politician.
Why then, build me thy fortunes upon the basis of allure. Challenge me, the Count's youth, to fight with him. Hit him in 11 places, my knees shall take note of it. And assure thyself, there is no love broker in the world can more prevail in man's combination with woman than a word of allure.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Will either of you bear me a challenge to him?
Go right in the martial hand, be cursed and brief. It is no matter how witty, so it be eloquent and full of invention. Taunt him in the license of it. If thou downest him thrice, it shall not be amiss. And as many lies as will lie in thy sheet of paper, although the sheet were big enough for the bed of where in England, set him down, go about it. Taunt him and let there be a dull enough in thy ink, go thou write with a goose pen, no matter, about it.
Where shall I find you?
We'll call the aperture big club. Go!
This is a dear mannequin to you, Sir Toby.
I have been dear to him, lad, some 2,000 song or so.
You'll have a rare letter from him, but you'll not deliver it.
Never trust me then, and by all means stir on the youth to an answer. I think the oxen and wingles cannot hail them together. Or Andrew, if he were open and you find so much blood in his liver as will cog a foot of a flea, I will eat the rest of the anatomy.
And his opposite, the youth, bears in his visage no great presage of cruelty.
Look how the youngster is my comes.
If you desire to explain and will let yourself in the digits,
that means to be saved by the Almighty can ever relieve such impossible passages of grossness. He's in yellow stockings!
And cross-garter?
Most feeling is like a pattern if it's a school in the church. I've told him that his murder. He does obey every part of the letter that I dropped to be training. He does smile his face into more lines that is in the numerous with the occasional dailies. You've never seen such a thing like this. I can hardly forbear from thinking. I know my lady will sharpen, and if she does, you'll smile and take you for a great favor.
Come, bring us where he is.
I will not by my will have trouble with you, but since you make pleasure in your pain, I'll look for the child.
I cannot stay behind you. My desire, more sharp than violet steel, did spur me forth. And not all loved to see you, though so much as might have drawn one to a longer voyage. But jealousy, which might befall my travel, being skilless in these parts, which to a stranger, and guided and friended, often prove rough and unhospitable. My willing love, the brother of these arguments in fear, set forth in your pursuit.
My good Antonio, I cannot other answer me but thanks and ever thanks. And as the times are shuffled with such concurrent pay, but word my word, as is my conscience, for you should find better doing. What to do? Shall we see the relics of this time?
Tomorrow, sir, best first go see your lodging.
I am not weary, and 'tis long tonight. I pray you let us satisfy our eyes with the memorials and the things of fame that renown the city.
Would you pardon me, sir? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once in a sea fight against the Count, I did some service of such note indeed, and 'tis would scarce be answered.
Like you celebrate the murderous people.
The offense is not of such bloody nature. I bet the quality of time and quarrel my 12 have given us bloody argument, and might have since been answered from what we took from them, which for traffic's sake most of the city did. Only myself stood out, for which if I be lapsed in this place, I shall pay dear.
Do not then walk to open.
It does not fit me, sir. Hold, sir, here's my purse. In the south suburbs at the Elephant is best to lodge. I'll bespeak our diet, once you beguile your time and feed your knowledge with viewing of this town.
Why on your purse?
Haply your eye shall light upon some toy. I see that your desire to purchase with store is not for idle market, sir.
And I will be your purse bearer, and I'll leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant.
I do remember.
He's coming, madame, but in a very strange manner. He sure is possessed, madame.
What's the matter, Desiree?
No, madame, he does nothing but smile. Your ladies were best to have some guard about the if come, for sure the man is tainted in his wits.
Go call him hither. I must not see a sad and merry man as he will be. Hello, Malvolio. Ho, sweet lady. Ho, ho. Smilest thou? I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad, lady, I could be sad, but this does make some obstruction in the blood. This cause bartering. But what of that? If it please the eye of one, then it is with me as the very true sonnet is. Please one, and please all.
Why, dost
Malvolio. Some are born great,
Huh?
some achieve greatness,
What sayest thou?
and some of greatness thrust upon them.
Heaven restore thee.
Remember who commanded by yellow stockings,
Thy yellow stockings.
and wished to see the ever cross-gartered?
Cross-gartered.
Go to, Lord, maid, and thou deserves
To be so? Am I maid?
Ah, if not, let me see thee a servant still.
Boy, this is very midsummer madness.
Madam, the young gentleman of the Count Orsino's has returned. I can hardly pay him back. He attends your ladyship's pleasure.
I'll go to him. Good Mariah, let this fellow be looked to. Where's my cousin Toby? Let some of my people have a special care of him. I would not have him miscarry for the half of my dowry.
Oh, do you come near me now? No worse man than Sir Toby to look to me. This concurs directly with the letter. She sends him on purpose that I may appear stubborn to him. For she incites me to that in the letter. Cast thy humble slum, says she, be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants, and let thy tongue tang with arguments of state, and put thyself into the trick of singularity. And consequently sit still in the matter now, as a sad face, a reverent carriage, a slow tongue, and in the habit of some sort of notes and so forth. I have blind her. But let us Jones do it, and Joe make me thankful. And when she runs away now, let this fellow be looked to. Fellow? No, not Malvolio, nor after my degree, but fellow. Why, everything adheres together, that no germ of a scruple, no scruple of a scruple, no obstacle, no incredulous or unsafe circumstance, what can be said? Nothing that can be can come between me and the long prospect of my hopes. Well, Joe, not I, is such a word of this, and he is to be thanked.
Which we see the name of empty, impulsive little tail be drawn a little, and legion himself possessed, yet I'll speak to him.
Here he is! Here he is! How's it with you, sir? How's it with you, man?
Go off, like a scourge. Let me enjoy my private. Go off.
Lo, how hold of Bien speaks. Did I not tell you? Sir Toby, my madame priest, you have to have a care of him.
Aha, does she so?
Go to, peace. We must deal gently with him. Let me alone. How do you, Malvolio? How is it with you? What man do I little? He's an enemy to a mankind.
Do you know what you say?
Lo, you and speak a little bit of how he tasted and heart. Pray God give me not bewitch it.
How now, mistress?
Prithee, hold thy peace. This is not the way. Do you not see you moving? Let me alone with him.
Your way the gentlest. Gently. Serene is drunk, and we must be roughly used.
Why, how now, my walk, how dost thou charge? I think, go with me. What man is now for the gravity to play and turn to a signal? Hey, Malvolio!
Did he say his prayers, Miss Hunter? Get him to pray.
My prayers,
No,
mate.
my lord. He will not hear your godliness.
Go hang yourselves all. You are idle, shallow things. I am not of your element. You shall know more hereafter.
Is it possible?
If this were written upon a stage now, it could be done as a proposal fiction.
This very genius hath taken the invention to the device, man.
Nay, proceed now. Let's the device the errand takes.
Why, we should make him mad indeed.
Vi hans rum with the
Come, we'll have him in dark room and about. My niece is already to believe that he is mad. We may carry it thus for our pleasure and his penance till our very pastime, tired of breath, prompt us to have mercy on him. At which time we will bring the device to the bar and crown thee for finer madman. But see,
Or madam, for May morning.
Here's the challenge. Read it. Our word is vinegar and pepper in it.
Is it so saucy?
Ah, yes, that word. So do but read.
give me. Youth, whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow.
Good and valiant.
Wonder not, nor admire thy mind. Why art called thee so? For I will show thee no reason for it.
Good note that keeps you from the low.
Thou comest to the Lady Olivia, and in my sight she uses thee kindly. But thou liest in thy growth, that is not the matter I challenge thee for.
Very brief and to exceeding good sense. Less.
I will waylay thee going home, where it be thy chance to kill me.
Good.
Thou killest me like a rogue and a villain.
Still you keep on the windy side of the wall. Good.
Fare thee well, and God have mercy upon one of our souls. He may have mercy upon mine, but my hope is better, and so look to thyself. Thy friend, as thou usest him, and thy sworn enemy. Andrew A.G. If this letter move him not, his legs cannot, I'll give to him.
You may never fail, occasion for it. His now is a commerce with my lady.
Go, sir, you, scout me for him at the corner of the orchard like a bum bailey. So soon as thou seest him, draw. And as thou drawest, swear horribly. Oh, wait.
Nay, let me alone for swearing.
Now will not I deliver this letter, for the behavior of young gentlemen gives him out to be of good capacity and breeding. His employment between the Lord and my niece confirms no less. Therefore, this letter, being so excellently normed, will bring military view. He will find it comes from a call, but sir, I will deliver a challenge via word of mouth. Set upon a good chief a notable report of the Lord, and drive the gentleman, as I know his youth will aptly receive it, into a most hideous opinion of his rage, skill, fury, and impetuosity. This will so brighten both that they will kill one another by the looks like covetousness.
There he comes with your niece. Give the way to the picnic.
I'll make it go out upon some purposes for challenge.
I have said so much unto a heart of stone, and lay by honor to one chariot. There is something in me that reproves my faults, but such a headstrong, potent fault it is, that it will not reprove. But the same behavior that your passion mirrors goes on my master's grief. Here, wear this jewel for me. 'Tis my picture. Oh, refuse it not, and have no tongue to vex you. And I beseech you come again tomorrow. What shall you ask of me that I will deny, that honor saved me upon asking it? Nothing but this, your true love for my master. How was mine honor given that which I have given to you?
I will acquit you.
Well, come again tomorrow. Fare thee well. A fiend like thee might bear my soul to heaven.
Gentlemen, God save thee.
And you, sir.
That defense thou hast can take thee to. But what nature of the wrongs art thou hast done him, I know not, but thine intercept. Full of this fight, let thee ask the hunter, attend thee at the orchard then. Dismount thyself, the air in thy preparation, for thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
You may say, sir, I'm sure. No man had it told to me. My remembrance is very free and clear from any visual offense done to any man.
You'll find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore, if you hold your love as any price can take you to your heart, for your opposite has in what youth, strength, skill, and wrath can furnish my love.
I pray you, sir, what kind of man is he?
He's like the wit unhatched directly, and uncomprehended. But even there was a character man. So then boys can't leave the horse street, and his insensiment at this moment is incalculable.
I'll return again to the house and desire some conduct of the lady. I'm no fighter.
That you shall not your house unless you undertake that which has much safety to you as me. Therefore, on or strip your sword starkly, needle us that certain, or force square to wear and fire the gold cheek.
This is uncivil and strange. I beseech you to me this courteous office, as to know that I have my offense to him is. It's something I may negligence, nothing I may propose.
I will do so. Signor Fabian, stay you by this gentleman until my return.
I pray you, sir, do you know this matter?
I know the knight is incensed against you, even for more arbitrament, but nothing of the circumstance more.
I pray you, sir, what kind of man is he?
Nothing of that wonderful promise to read in thy form is your right to find it in the proof of his valor. He is indeed, sir, the most skillful, bloody, and faithful opposite that you could possibly have found in any part of Illyria. Will you walk towards him? I'll make your peace with him if I can.
I shall be much bound to for it. I'm the one that would rather go serve priests than serve knights. I don't care to know so much of a battle.
Why, man, he's a very devil. I have not seen such Geronimo. I had a pass with him, rapier, scabbard and all, and he gives me a stuck-in with such a mortal motion that it is inevitable.
Sometimes I'm not little with him.
Aye, but he will not now be pacified. Spinning his scarce holding yonder.
Plague-on, and I thought he had been valiant and so cunning in fence. I have seen him damned ere I have challenged him. Let the matter sleep, and I'll give him my horse great Capulet.
I'll make the motion. Stand here, you'll make a good show on it. This shall end without the perdition of souls. Marry, I'll ride a horse as well as I ride you. I have his horse to take up the quarrel. I persuaded him the youth's a devil.
He's as horribly conceited of him, and Cancer looks pale as if a pale at his heels.
There's no remedy, sir. He will fight with you for his own sake. Mary, he had better be thought to know his quarrel, and he finds that now scarce to be worth talking of. Therefore, draw for the supporters of this vow. He protests he will not hurt you.
Pray God defend me. A little thing will make you tell me how much I think of a man. Oh.
Give Brown to see him furious.
Come, sir, there's no remedy. He will have one bout with you. He cannot avoid it. But he has promised me, as he's a gentleman and a young soldier, he will not hurt you.
Pray God keep his oath. I do assure you it is against my will.
Ha!
Put up your sword. If this young gentleman has done offense, I take fault on me. But if you offend him, I for him defy you.
You, sir, why, what are you?
One, sir, that for his love does yet do more, that you heard him brag to you he will.
Nay, if you be an undertaker, I am for you.
Oh, good Sir Toby, hold! Here come the officers.
I'll be with John.
Pray, sir, put your sword up if you please.
Marry, will I, sir, and for that I promised you I'll be as good as my word. He'll bear you easily and raise well.
Antonio, arrest the officer of Cameron's head.
You do mistake me, sir.
No, sir, no. I know you're faithful. Now you have no sick about her. Come with me. I know you well.
I must obey. This comes with seeking you, but there's no remedy. I shall answer it. What will you do now that my necessity makes me to ask you for my purse? It grieves me what more that I cannot do for you than what befalls yourself. You stand amazed, but be of comfort.
Come, sir, away.
I must entreat of you some of that money.
What money, sir? For the fair kindness you have brought me here, out of my legal nobility I'll lend you something. My happiness not mine. I'll make provision with my present with you. Cool, there is half my cupboard.
Do you deny me now? Is it possible that my deserts to you lack persuasion? Do not tempt my misery as to make me so unkind a man as to upbraid you to those kindnesses that I have done to you.
I know of none, nor know I by a voice or any feature. I had gratitude more in a man than lying, famous, or reveling drunkenness.
Oh, heavens themselves!
Come, sir, pray God.
Let me speak a little. This youth that you see here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death, relieved him with sanctity and love, and to his image which we thought did promise. Most venerable words did I devotion.
Let that to us. The time is mine.
Wait, but though how vile the Adams proves a god, though hath Sebastian done good features shame, in nature there's no blemish but the mind, none can be called deformed be unkind. Virtue is beauty, and beauty is evil, an empty trunk so flourished by the devil.
The man. Come, sir.
Ugh, lead me on.
This horse do from such passion, why that even makes me so? So do not I. How prove true, imagination, how prove true, that I, my brother, may not take for you.
Come hither, knight. Come hither, maiden. We'll whisper over the cobbler to a remote stage sauce.
King Maid Sebastian, I, my brother now yet living in my glass, even such and so in favor was my brother, and he went still in his passion, color, ornament, for him I imitate.
he appears, and leaving his friend during necessity and denying him, and for his scholarship, asked Fabian.
A coward, a most devout coward, religious in it. Slate out after him again and beat him.
Go, comfort him soundly, but never draw thy sword.
And I do not. Come, let's see the event.
Aye, there they are. It will be nothing yet.
Will you make me believe I have not sent for you?
Go to the darn foolish fellow. Let me be clear with you.
Well, hell now, the babe. No, I don't know you, nor I am not sent to you by my lady to get you come speak with her, nor your name is not Master Cesario, nor this is not my nose neither. Nothing but to his own.
I prithee, bend thy holy son, Ariel, stir loose on me.
My folly! He has heard the words of some great man, and now applies it to a fool. Bent my folly! I'm afraid this great lover will prove company. I prithee now, endure thy strangeness, and tell me what I shall bend to my lady. Shall I
I prithee, you foolish wretch, depart from me. There's warning for thee. If you tarry longer, I shall give you worse payments.
Why not talk? Thou hast an open hand. Those wise men that give fools money get themselves a good report after 14 years' purchase.
Now, sir, have I met you again? There's for you.
Why, there's for thee. All the people mad.
Oh, sir, or I'll throw your dagger over the house.
This will I tell my lady straight. I will bid some of your coats for you.
Come on, sir, hold.
Nay, let him alone. I'll go another way to work with him. I'll have an action of battery against him if there be any law in Illyria. Though I struck him first, yet it's no matter for that.
Let go of thy hand.
Come, sir, I'll not let you go. Come, my young soldier, put up an iron. You're well placed. Come on.
I'll be free from thee. What is to do now? If thou art a heavy murder, do thy swear.
What? What? Nay, then, I must have an ounce or two of the smell of fresh blood from you.
Oh, Tommy! On the life way chastity, hold!
Madame?
Never thus, ungracious wretch. For the mountains and the barbarous caves your manners never were preached. Out of my sight! Be not offended, Mrs. Samuel. Ruthie, be gone! Pretty gentle friend, let thy fair wisdom, not thy passion, sway into some civil and unjust exempt against thy peace. Go with me to my house, and hear thou there how many fruitless pranks this prophet hath botched up, that thou thereby may smile at this. I shall now choose my go. Do not deny. Be sure who sold for me, he settled a borrow with my envy.
Oh, what relish is this? How restless reward? I am never else, this is a dream. Let fancy still my sense and make me sleep, or if it be thus dream, still let me sleep.
Nay, could we? Would thou be ruled by me?
Without a will.
Say so and so be.
Nej, Emily, who is gathered here? Make him believe thou art Sir Thomas the True. Do it quickly, I'll pull Sir Thomas was.
Well, I'll put it on, and I will assemble myself in it, and I would have one of the first that ever assembled in such a gown. I'm not tall enough to become a function well, nor lean enough to be thought of a student, but to be said, an honest man and a good housekeeper goes us fairly. As to say, a careful man and great scholar. Oh, the competitors enter.
Jove bless thee, Master Parson.
Photos these, Sir Toby. For as the old hermit of faith have never stopped in the nick, a very witty niece of King Corbett. That is the
transparent as barricades, and the clear stories to others outdoors are as lustrous as sunny. And yet contain a sack of obstruction.
I am not mad, Sir Thomas. I say to you, this house is dark.
Mad! I say there's no darkness, but ignorance, in which thou art more puzzled than the Egyptians in their fog.
I say to you, this house is as dark as ignorance. No, ignorance is as dark as hell. And I say there was never man thus abused. I am no more mad than you are. Make a trial of it in any constant question.
What is the opinion of Pythagoras concerning wildfowl?
That the soul of our granddad might happily inhabit a bird.
What thinkst thou of this opinion?
I think no way of the soul, and therefore no way of Trudy's opinion.
Very well, remain thou still in darkness. Thou shalt hold the opinion of Pythagoras out of thy wits, and fear to tell what's gone, lest thou dispossess the soul of thy granddaughter. Very well.
Sir Thomas!
My most exquisite Sir Thomas.
Say I after all watches.
How might have thought this belonged like dear young? He sees the mouth.
To him, thine own voice, and bring me word how thou findest him. I would we were well rid of this knavery. If he were conveniently delivered, I would do work, for I am now in offense with my niece, and I cannot pursue anything he discourse beyond her. Come by and bite my temper.
Hey, Robin, jolly Robin, tell me how thy lady does. My lady is an kind party. Alas, why is she so?
I say,
She loves another.
look out! Good fool, as ever thou wilt deserve all at my hand, help me to a candle, pen, ink, and paper. As I'm a gentleman, I live to be thankful to thee for it.
Master Malvolio,
Aye, good fool.
alas, sir, how many besides your 5 wits?
Fool, there was never man so notoriously abused. I am as well on my wits, fool, as thou art.
But, as well, then your majesty can be no better in your wits than a fool.
They are your property, keep me in darkness, send ministers to me, asses, and do all they can to fix me out of my
What?
wits.
Sir, the minister is here.
Malvolio, thy wits the heavens restore. Labor thyself to speak, and leave thy vain fiddle babble.
Sir Thomas!
Maintain no words with a fiddle. Who likes it? Not I, sir. God be his interpret. Now, David. I will, sir, I will.
Be patient, sir. What say you, sir? I am sent for speaking to you.
Good fool, help me to some light and some paper. I tell thee, I am as well with my wits as any man in Illyria.
Well, the day that you were, sir.
By this hand, I am. Good fool, some pen, ink, and light, and convey what I will set down to my lady. Shall advantage thee more than ever the fairy benefit.
Well, I will help you to it. But tell me true, are you not madly or do but counterfeit?
Believe me, I am not. I tell thee true.
Nay, I'll never believe a madman till I see his springs. I will help you. I will let you pay a light and ink.
Fool, I requite it in the highest degree. I prithee be gone.
I am gone, sir, and announcer. I'll be with you again in the church, back to the old ones. Your meat is the same, with that old lad, the ringers and cries, aha, do the devil. Like a man that, here I is that. Adieu, good man devil.
This is here. That is glorious son. This purse you gave me here to fill it and see. And though this wonder enwraps me thus, yet this season ain't not madness. Where's Antonio then? I could not find him at the elephant. Yet there he was, and thereupon it's credit that he did rent time to see me out. He's castled on to me a golden service. For though my soul disputes well with my senses that this may be some error, but no madness. Yet through this accident, and though the fortune so far exceeds all instance, all discourse, that I am ready to distrust mine eyes, and wrangle with my reason that persuades me to any other trust that I am mad, or the lady's mad. Yet if 'twere so, she could not sway her house, command her followers, take in deep bag affairs, and dispatch with such a smooth, discreet, stable bearings and perceive she does. There is something in it that is deceivable. But here the lady comes.
Blame not this haste of mine. If you mean well, now go with me, and let this holy man in the chamber by. There before him and underneath that consecrated roof, plant me the full assurance of her faith, that my most jealous and too doubtful soul may live at peace. He shall conceal it, while your willing it shall come to note. What time we all our celebration keep according to our birth? What do you say?
I will follow this good man and go with you, and having sworn truth, I will be true.
And lead the way, good Father, and heaven so shine that they may fairly note this act of mine.
Now, if that helps me, let me see this letter.
Good Master Major, grant me another request.
Anything.
Do not desire to see this letter.
This is to give a dog, and in recompense, desire my dog again.
Belong you to the Lady Olivia, friends.
I shall hear some of her troublings.
I know thee well. How dost thou, my fellow?
Truly, sir, the better for my foes and the worse for my friends.
Just the contrary, the better for thy
No,
friends.
sir, the worse.
How can that be?
Marry, sir, they praise me and make an ass of me. Now my foes tell me plainly I am an ass. So that by my foes I profit in the knowledge of myself, and by my friends I am abused. So that conclusions to be as kisses, if your four negatives make your two affirmatives, why then the better for my foes and the worse for my friends?
Why, this is excellent.
By my troth, sir, no. Though it please you to be one of my friends.
That shall not be the worse for me. There's gold.
Oh. But now this will be double dealing, sir. I wonder to make it another.
Oh, you give me ill counsel.
Put your brains in the pocket, sir, for this once, and let your flesh and blood obey it.
Well, I won't be so much a sinner to be a double dealer. There's another.
Prima seconda tertio is a good play, and the old saying is, the third pays for all. The triplet, sir, is a good triple measure, or the bell of St. Bennett. Then, my twitching mind. 1, 2, 3.
You can pull no more money out of me at this, girl. If you will let your lady know that I'm here to speak with her and bring her along with you, it may await my bounty further.
Marry, sir, I'll advance your bounty till I come again. I know, sir, but I will not have you think that my desired happiness in the covetousness. But as you say it, let your bounty take a nap. I will make it anon.
Oh, this is the man, sir, that did rescue me.
That face of his, I do remember well. Yet when I saw that was besmeared as black as Vulcan in the smoke of war. A bobbing vessel was he captain of, for a shallow draught and Vulcan prizable, with which the stateful grapple did he make with the most noble bottom of our fleet, that very envy and tongue of walls cried fame and honor on him. What's the matter?
Persona, this is Sir Antonio that took me next under free from him. Let us see that at her tiger group, when your young lady lieutenant is lost in the Where are the streets? What's brave of she estates? And private grapple did you appear in them.
It did me kindness, sir, drew my side, but in conclusion proved strange in speech upon me. I don't know what it was, but distraction.
Noble pirate, thou self-hearted thief, what foolish boldness brought thee to their mercies, whom thou in terms so bloody and so dear hast made thine enemies?
For a sinner, noble sir, be pleased that I shake off these names you give me. Antonio never yet was thief or pirate, though I confess on base ground enough for sinner's enemy. For witchcraft drew me hither, that most ungrateful boy that by your side, from rude seas and rage and foamy mouth did I redeem. A wreck past hope he was. His life I gave him, and thereto add my love without pretension or restraint. All for his dedication, for his sake did I expose myself into the danger of this adverse town. Drew to defend him where it was beset, where being apprehended, his false cunning, not meaning to partake with me, and taught him to face me out of acquaintance, and grew a 20-year through real thing. While one good wing denied me my own purse that I recommended to his use not half an hour before.
How can this be? When came you to this town?
Today, my lord, and for 3 months before, a minute's vacancy, both day and night do we keep each other company.
Oh, here comes the Countess. Now heaven helps on her. But for thee, fellow, thy words are madness. 3 months this youth hath tended upon me. But more than enough, take him aside.
What will my lord, but that he may not have, that Olivia may seem serviceable? Cesario, you do not keep promise with me, madame.
Gracious Olivia.
Good, my lord. Cesario, what do you say?
My lord will speak. My dear, you hush to speak.
If it be aught to the old tune, my lord, it is as flat and fulsome to mine ear as howling after music.
Still so cruel.
Still so constant, lord.
What, to perverseness? You uncivil lady, to whose ingrate and unauspicious altars, my soul, the faithless offerings have poured out that air devotion tender. What shall I do?
Even let it please, my lord, that shall become him.
Why should I not? Had I the heart to do it, like to the Egyptian thief at point of death, kill what I love. A savage jealousy that sometimes savors nobly. But hear me this, since you do not regard as cast my faith, and that I partly know the instrument that screws me from my true place in your favor. Live you the marble-breasted tyrant still. But this here, your minion, whom I know you love, and whom by heaven I swear I tender dearly, him will I carry with that cruel eye where he sits crowned in his master's fight. Come, boy, with me. My thoughts are ripe for mischief. I'll sacrifice the land that I do love to spite the ravens' heart within itself.
And I must joke act unwillingly. To do your rest 1,000 deaths would die. There goes Cesario, after him I love. More than I love these days, more than I like, more by all more than e'er I shall love my wife. If I be free, you witness this above. Punish my life for tainting of my love. I may be tested, I may be beguiled. Who does beguile you? Who does do you wrong? Hast thou forgot thyself? So long. Come for the Holy Father.
Come, away.
Whither, my lord? Sorry, husband, say.
Husband?
My husband. Can you not deny?
Her husband, Sir Ralph.
No, my lord, not I. Alas, it is the baseness of thy fear that makes thee strangle thy propriety. Fear not, Cesario. Take thy fortunes up. Be that thou knowest thou art, and then thou art as courageous as thou fearest. O welcome, Father, Father, I charge thee by thy reverence, here to unfold, though lately we intended to keep in darkness, what occasion now reveals before 'tis right. What thou dost know hath newly passed between this youth and me.
In contract with eternal law of love, confirmed by mutual wonder of your hands, attested by the holy co-lovers, strengthened by entertainment of everything, and know the ceremony of this compact, sealed in my conscience by my testament. Since then, my watch hath told my grave I have traveled but 2 hours.
O thou dissembling cub, what wilt thou be when time hath sowed the grizzle on thy case? Will not else thy cup so quickly grow, that thine interest shall be thine overthrow? Farewell, and take her, but direct the feet where thou and I henceforth shall never meet.
Oh, my lord, I dare protest. Do not swear. Hold little faith, but thou hast too much fear.
Oh, love of God, service, and not present me to Sir Toby. What's the matter? Has broke my hand curls and has given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb too. For the love of God, you have hired burden and 40 pound I were at home.
Who has done this, Sir Andrew?
The Count's gentleman, one Cesario, we took him for a coward, but he's the very devil incarnate.
My gentleman Cesario.
All
voice, one habit, but two persons? A natural perspective that is and is not. Antonio? Oh, my dear Antonio, how have the hours wrapped and tortured me since I was last thing?
Sebastian, are you...
You're so dead, Antonio.
And how have you made division of yourself? An apple cleft in two cannot be more twin than these two creatures. Which is Sebastian?
It was wonderful.
Do I stand there? I never had a brother, nor can secondarity in my nature appear in everywhere. I had a sister whom the blind rage and surges had ignored. Oh, charity, what charity, what countryman, what name, what parentage?
Oh, my Selena. Sebastian was my father. Such a Sebastian was my brother too. So when he stooped to his words, spirits can assume those form and suit. You come to fright us.
How sprigg I am indeed. But I mean that you mentioned Percy Clem, which from the whom I did participate. Were you a woman, as the rest goes even, I should like tears fall upon your cheek and say, thrice welcome, John Viola.
My father had a mole upon his brow.
So had mine.
And I that day when Viola from her birth to number 13 years.
Oh, the record is live with my soul. My father finished in his mortar the day that my sister died in years.
Nothing can less us happy though, but this my masculine usurped attire. Do not embrace me till this circumstance of place, time, fortune, the coherent talk that I am Viola. Which town firm, I'll bring you to a captain in this town, where thy my maiden was, by whose gentle help I was preserved to serve this noble count. All the occurrence and fortune have been sent between this lady and this lord.
So come in, lady, you have a news too. The nature toward us doing that. You would have been contrary to the maid, nor therein by one eye deceived. You contradicted both to a maid and a man. Be not amazed. Right noble is this love. If this be so, as if the glass seems true, I will have my share in this most happy round. Boy, thou hast said 1,000 times thou shouldst never love women like to me.
And all those sayings will I overswear, and all those swearings kick us through his soul, as does it o'ercontinent the severe day from night.
Give me thy hand, and let me see thee in thy woman's wings.
The captain will first bring me ashore ahead of my amazed gardens. He upon the action is now endurance in the lowly feet. The gentleman a follower of my breeze. He shall enlarge him, fetch not Volio hither. And yet, alas, how I remember me. They say poor gentleman is much distressed. A most extracting frenzy of my own from my remembrance clearly banished it.
How does he, sir? Surely, madame, he must be as of about the same thing as well as a man of this case may do. As here recommended to you, I should have given it to you today morning, but as a bad man's epistles are no gospel, so it skills not much when they are delivered.
Open and read it.
Let men to be well mortified by the fool delivers a madman.
Thou mad?
No, madam, I do but read madness. And your ladyship will have it as it ought to be, and you must allow box.
Pray thee, read it right thy wit.
So I do, but to read this right wit. Here is to read thus. Therefore,
You, sir.
By the Lord, madam, you wrong me, and the world shall know it. Though you have put me into darkness, and given your drunken cousin rule over me, yet I have the benefit of my senses, as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter that induced me to dissemble Cyclone, with the which I doubt not but to do myself much right, or you much shame. Think of me as you please. I leave my duty a little unthought of, and speak out of my own. The method I used now will hear.
Did he write this?
I, madam.
The savor's not much of a distraction. See him deliver, Fabian.
Bring Malvolio hither.
My lord,
These things further thought on. To think me as well a sister as a wife, one dares to crowd the alliance on it. So please you, my lord, here at my house, not at proper cost.
madame, I am most apt to raise your offer. Your master quits you, and for your service done him, so much against the metal of your sex, so far beneath your soft and tender breeding, and since you have called me master for so long, here is my hand. You shall from this time be your master's mistress.
The sister you were she.
Is this the madman?
I, my lord, say, how now, Malvolio?
Madame, you have done me wrong. Notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No.
Lady, you have. Pray you peruse that letter. You must not now deny it is your hand. Write from it you can, and hand your phrase, or say it is not your seal, not your invention. You can be none of this. Well, granted then, but tell me, in the modesty of honor, why you have given me such clear lights of favor? The bad me come smiling and cross gartered to you, to put on yellow stockings, and to frown at the Sir Toby and the lighter people. I think this is a vegan hope. Why have you suffered me to be imprisoned, kept in a dark house, visited by the priest, and made the most notorious Scaphic doll that ever invented played on? Tell me why!
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing. Though I confess much life to character, but out of question is Mariah's hand. Now I do bethink me, as she first told me thou wast mad, and camest in smiling in such form that you were presupposed upon the letter. Oh, prithee be content. This practice hath most surely passed upon thee, but when you know the authors and the grounds of it, thou shall be both the plaintiff and the judges of thine own cause.
Good madam, hear me speak, and let no quarrel nor no will to come take the condition of this present hour, which I wonder at. In hope it shall not, most freely I confess, myself and Toby set this device against Malvolio here, upon some stubborn and uncourteous hearts we had conceived against him. Maria with her mother, as Sir Toby's great importance, in recompense whereof he hath married her. How with the sportful malice it was followed by neither pluck on laughter than revenge, if then the injuries be justly weighed that have on both sides passed.
Alas, how have they baffled thee?
Well, some are born made, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thus fallen. I was once, sir, in this interlude, one sad culprit, but that's not one. By the Lord, boy, I am not mad! Don't you remember? Mad. Why love you at such a barren rascal? And if you smile not, he's dead. And so, the world in a time brings in its revenges.
Thou even better out a whole pack of you!
Most notorious disease. Pursue him and entreat him to appease. He hath not told us that the captain yet. When that is known, and golden time convenes, a solemn combination shall be made of our dear souls. Meantime, sweet sister, we will not part from hence. Caesarea, come. For so we shall be while you're our man, but when seen in other weeds, or Zeno's mistress and his fancy's queen.